What's your name?
Thomas Trump.
And what do you do at Focus?
I'm the engineer for frame development, fork development, any bike part development, which we do.
What makes your frames unique compared to other frame developers?
I think we learned a lot about composites over the last years in the development, because I think in the past a lot of companies just go and source some frame from a factory, from an OEM factory, and usually they only deliver the design, if at all. Sometimes they even get the design done in the factory, but they really have no understanding what's happening inside their frame. And that's what we really wanted to do. We wanted first to know what's happening, and now we are on a stage where we can control what's happening and we define what's happening. I think that's pretty unique. Of course, you have some other brands which can do the same, but there's only very few brands who do it. And yeah, everything is very integral, from the design, the testing, and the carbon layup process and the manufacturing process. So we spend a lot of time at the factory. Yeah, we have several colleagues which always pass their hands to the door. So yeah, everyone is spending 6 times per year over there for 2 weeks or 4 weeks sometimes, to really build prototypes, test prototypes, check the production, make sure the quality is right, things like that.
How long time does it take to produce a frame?
Frame
development to a ready frame for the customer?
If we start for the development until the customer is, depending on the complexity and the weight and performance level, it's between 1 to 2.5 years, you can say.
But you do a lot of testing as well.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's also unique to Focus and Derbycycle, that we have our own test lab here in the Kloppenburg headquarter in Germany, but we also have a test lab now in Asia, so we are much more close to the factory. And you have to imagine that after the R&D process, when we have already built 12 to 20 prototypes in different variations, once that prototype has passed all the test criteria with a certain safety buffer even, then we start the pilot run, and this means that we build with the mass production people already 20 to 30 pieces per size, and from those pieces at least a half we test, depending on the test result. If everything is really perfect and there's no little thing to argue, then we would say, okay, now we can go for mass production. If there are some small variations, we even could test the whole quantity. And if something is wrong, then we have to go the whole cycle again and analyze what has gone wrong in the process. Maybe it's a worker mistake. Why has the worker mistake happened? How can we avoid such mistake? So we have to go the full loop again, and the pilot run process already takes up from 2 months to 3 months. So after the go, it's 3 months until we have finished all this testing here in-house or in our other test lab. So after this is documented, then the first mass production worker has to build the first mass production frame, which is again tested, and only if that is okay, you can really produce a big quantity with multiple people.
And the big quantities, are they handmade as well?
Sure, everything is fully handmade.
Okay, so you would say, has the production changed over the years, or is
Definitely.
it just the development of
the development frames? And the control of the production, you can say.
Okay.